Let's do a story today. A man called the Sylvain Hunter. Have you heard they found a woman's head in Liswin's shade? It's horrible. Was it the hunter from the rumors? You know, the one that abducts civilians. They said he carries a huge scythe with him just like a reaper and that he uses it to cut the heads of the civilians he's abducted. Well, it must be him or else there's a demon wandering around out there. It's going to give us two courage. So, let's get to it. Luckily, they're all close.
We haven't done enough research yet.
Someone's skeleton. A man called the Sylvain Hunter, one of three. Having heard the ominous rumors circulating in the village, the woman anxiously hurried back home. Suddenly, she heard a loud thud from behind her. The sound of a man breathing heavily was getting closer. She didn't know how long she'd been running. Thud. Something fell to the ground. Startled, she looked back. The man was lying on the ground, bleeding from his leg. Slowly, she approached him. Help. Hello? Wake up. The man's eyes became blurry, and her voice faded away. He wondered if she was a goddess who came to his rescue. There might be more traces near the first skull. Alright, so let's come around here. No, not the vista. Another skeleton. A man called the Sylvain Hunter 2 of 3. When he opened his eyes, he was buried in fluffy blankets, a warm wood fire, the savory smell of soup, and a beautiful woman. He couldn't take his eyes off her face. Thank you. Save me. Was following a civilian hunter. Mind if I stay here with you until I recover? In return, I'll protect you. I know he's in exile. Without a word, the woman gave him a steamy bowl of soup. His hand reached out for the bowl, brushed her hand. I guess I have no choice. Just don't enter that room. My husband is ill. There might be more traces near your skull. Her husband is the hunter. Alright, let's go get the third one. Third one is right up over here. Get out of here. Let me investigate the skull right here. One last skeleton. The man called the civilian hunter 33. The man greatly enjoyed the food that the woman made for him. He gulped it down and patted his stomach. That was delicious. Is there anything I can do to help? Then could you bring the soup to my husband? Taking the bowl from the woman, he opened the door to her husband's room. She spoke out to her husband as she cleared the dining table. Sweetheart, sorry to keep you waiting. Your food is ready. The woman locked the door after the man walked into the room. The man tried to ask her what the lock was for, but his stomach tightened with fear. After a quick glance at her husband, red eyes, gigantic build, and claws smeared with blood, it was not a civilian that the man was facing. The woman, leaning against the wall, said to her husband in an admonishing tone, You need to eat everything. Eating only what you want is a really bad habit. And besides, the people in the village might find out what's happening if you leave any trace. The man tried to get to the door. He tried to break the doorknob, punching and kicking at the door, but the man was too injured to get out. The unpleasant sound of the flesh and bones being chewed off was soon overlapped by a terrible screech. In the depths of Elswin's shades, all was silent. Then the man realized that what saved him right before was not a goddess, but a demon. The screaming eventually died away, and the woman headed out in a pitch-black robe with a sharp scythe in her hand. Dang. Got him. Are you still messing with me?
Some elegant wine would go perfectly here.
And on that note, let's head south. And let's grab 1 seed and 3 demons. So, first one we're going to come across is Dryad Boss. What we need? Furious Fire Elemental. I don't know where he's at. But we're going down. You know what? I think I'm going to go grab that portal. So we'll do this another day.